Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, January 26, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Denver Nuggets vs Brooklyn Nets. Jokic also had 9 rebounds and 8 assists, just missing a 5th straight triple-double. Will Barton had 14 points and Aaron Gordon added 13 points for the Nuggets, who went 4-2 on a 6-game homestand. DeMarcus Cousins, signed to a 10-day contract Friday, made his Nuggets debut, playing 11:49 in relief of Jokic. He had 2 points and 6 rebounds. This one is tough to call, since we don't know who may suit up and who may be rested, with it being the second game of a back-to-back for both teams. It's also the third game in 4 nights for each team in this contest, which is going to test the depth of both squads. The Nuggets do have their big man in Jokic to lead the way offensively, and he's a matchup nightmare for most teams. Without Irving and Durant here, it's going to be a challenge for the Nets in this contest. There's no guarantee whether Harden will take the floor here, as he tends to sit in one of the games of a back-to-back set. Our first betting pick will be Denver Nuggets on the money line. The Nets enter this game 4th in the league in scoring offense, as they average 112.2 points per game on the year. Brooklyn is 12th in the league in rebounding with 45.3 boards per contest and 7th in assists by dishing out 25.6 dimes a night. The Nets are 19th in the league in scoring defense by allowing 109.8 points per contest. Kevin Durant leads the team with 29.2 points plus 7.4 rebounds and 5.8 assists per game. James Harden contributes 22.7 points, 8 rebounds and 10.1 assists a night, while Patty Mills kicks in 13.5 points per contest. LaMarcus Aldridge, 13.6 points, and Joe Harris, 11.3 points, each are solid scoring options as well. The Nets look to get production from Nick Claxton, Blake Griffin, Paul Millsap, Bruce Brown, DeAndre Bembry, Jevon Carter and James Johnson. Brooklyn is 2nd in the league in field goal percentage, as they shoot 47.4% from the field as a team on the year. The Nets are 27th in the league in 3-point field goals per game, as they drain 11.1 triples per game, while they stand 13th in 3-point field goal percentage by hitting 35.2% from beyond the arc. Harris, ankle, underwent arthroscopic surgery and is expected to be out until sometime in early February. The team announced last month that they agreed to have Kyrie Irving as a part-time player for road games. He has averaged 23.4 points in his 7 games, but is ineligible to take the floor here since it is at home. Durant, knee, is expected to be out until late February, while Paul Millsap, personal, missed Tuesday's game. Keep an eye out for updates on his and Nick Claxton's ankle statuses. Our second betting pick will be under 227. New York Knicks vs Miami Heat. New York rallied in the 4th quarter on Monday, outscoring Cleveland 24-19, but came up just short. In the game, they were led by RJ Barrett, who dropped 24, while Julius Randle added 18, Obadiah Toppin had 13 and Quentin Grimes had 12. These two teams have been trending in opposite directions. Miami has won 7 of its last 9 games despite rotating players in and out of the starting lineup. Meanwhile, the Knicks have struggled to remain above the .500 mark and come in having dropped 4 of their last 5 games. New York has struggled to create good shots on offense, and Randle's regression on offense has been a big reason why. The Knicks star has shot just 41.2% from the field and 31.1% from 3-point range. He's also turning the ball over more despite averaging 2 fewer minutes per game. Our first betting pick will be Miami Heat on the money line. Point guard Kyle Lowry remains away from the team for personal reasons. It remains unclear when Lowry will return to the floor for Miami. In the meantime, Miami will continue to lean on Gabe Vincent, who has scored in double figures in each of the last 4 games. For the season, Vincent has put up solid numbers, averaging 9.0 points and 3.1 assists per game, while shooting 38.0% from 3-point range. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Heat come into this matchup ranked number 5 in the NBA with an adjusted plus 4.1 net rating through 47 contests. Despite dealing with a slew of injuries this season, the Heat rank 6th in the NBA with an adjusted 112.5 offensive rating and 7th on defense with a 108.4 mark. With a desire to get back to the playoffs for the second straight year, the Knicks could be primed for a busy month leading up to the NBA trade deadline. Per Mark Berman of the New York Post, the Knicks are apparently enamored with Mavericks point guard Jalen Brunson. The Knicks could also become sellers at the deadline, especially with center Mitchell Robinson's deal expiring at the end of the season. According to dunksandthrees.com, New York ranks 21st in the NBA with an adjusted -1.7 net rating. The Knicks have struggled offensively and have averaged an adjusted 108.4 offensive rating through 48 games, good for 25th in the NBA. However, they've managed to climb up to the middle of the pack on defense, where they own an adjusted 110.0 rating, which ranks 15th in the league. Our second betting pick will be over 201. Sacramento Kings vs Atlanta Hawks. The Kings were dominated from start to finish against the Celtics on Tuesday, as they were outscored 38-13 in the first quarter and were outscored in every quarter. Buddy Hield was the only player on Sacramento that scored double-digit points as he had 11. 13 players also saw the court on Tuesday night. We have the Hawks, who are coming in off of 2 days of rest and on a 4-game winning streak, both straight up and against a spread. On the other side, the Kings will be coming into Atlanta after no days off, following a game against a tough Celtics team in Boston on Tuesday. The Kings are also just 1-7 Austrian shillings in their last 7 road games, and to make matters worse, their top scorer De'Aaron Fox is battling left ankle soreness. I don't have any faith in the Kings whatsoever right now. The Hawks, as mentioned, are riding a 4-game winning streak, and in their game against the Hornets, they were led by Trae Young, who dropped 30, DeAndre Hunter, who dropped 20, Kevin Hunter, who hit 11, and Danilo Gallinari added 10. Our first betting pick will be Atlanta Hawks -8. Trae Young is the engine that gets the Hawks going, leading the team with a 25.3 player efficiency rating and ranking 5th in the NBA, averaging 28 PPG and 3rd, dishing out 9.3 assists. Young has scored at least 28 points in 5 consecutive games. The Hawks are 8th in the NBA, averaging 111.2 PPG, 19th shooting 46.3% from the floor, 3rd making 37.6% of their threes, and 6th, knocking down 80.6% from the charity stripe. They are 25th in defensive scoring, allowing 111.7 PPG, 23rd averaging 4.4 blocks, and 2nd to last in the NBA, managing 6.6 steals per game. The Kings are 10th in the NBA, averaging 110.5 PPG, 15th shooting 45.7% from the floor, and 20th hitting 33.8% from three-point range. De'Aaron Fox leads the team with 21 PPG, and Tyrese Haliburton leads the team with 7.2 assists, 1.6 steals, and 0.7 blocks, to go along with 14 PPG. Richaun Holmes, who has missed 18 games this season, has a team-best 21 player efficiency rating and averages 12.4 PPG and 8.2 rebounds. De'Aaron Fox was questionable Tuesday's game against the Celtics, and his status for Wednesday is something to keep a close eye on. Sacramento is 29th in the NBA on the defensive scoring end, allowing 114.5 PPG. They are 22nd, picking up 7.1 steals, and 20th with 4.7 blocks per contest. With a 21-25 record, the Atlanta Hawks are currently 12th in the East and have not played like the team that advanced to the conference finals last season. The good news is, the battle in the East is still tight, and the Hawks are trending in the right direction currently on a 4-game winning streak with quality wins over Milwaukee, Minnesota, and Miami, prior to taking down Charlotte. Our second betting pick will be over 233. Disclaimer: no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.